Hadfield Station, the end of the 1500 volt overhead wire passenger line from Manchester Piccadilly, part of the once Premier line over the Pennines from Manchester to Sheffield via Woodhead. In December, the line will be converted from 1500 volts direct current to 25,000 volts alternating current. The Class 506 units will disappear, to be replaced by the British Railway standard voltage stock of 25,000 volts AC. We take a trip along the Lineside from Hadfield to Manchester, whilst the 506 units are still running. The triangular junction at Dinting. The station at Dinting embraces the other two sides of the triangle. The Class 506 will continue to Glossop, 1 mile away before stopping. Past the shrouded new colour light signal, beside the soon-to-be redundant semaphores, and into Glossop. The railway line from Dinting to Glossop was built by the Duke of Norfolk, opened in 1846, this without an Act of Parliament, since he already owned the land. It was operated by the Sheffield, Ashton-under-Lyne and Manchester Railway. The Lion was over the Duke's own personal entrance. The motorman moves to the other end of the unit before once more heading for Dinting. Dinting is typical of the Manchester, Sheffield and Lincolnshire railway station buildings built between here and over the Woodhead route to Sheffield and beyond, as far as Shire Oaks in Nottinghamshire. across the viaduct at Dinting Vale. The 6 original piers were supplemented by 7 additional ones in 1919. The overgrown site of Mottram Yard, built in the early 30s to accommodate the once heavy Trans-Pennine coal traffic, past the overgrown platforms used by engine crews dropping off at the yard. Now the 506 unit crosses Ethrow Viaduct. In the early 80s, Broadbottom Station was cleaned and the interior modernised. A few months later, vandals broke in and started a fire, totally gutting the interior and blackening the exterior. Godley Junction. In driving rain, the 506 unit approaches Godley Station. The other line swings away to Romilly. Newton Station. No guess as to which railway company constructed it. Hyde North Junction and Station. A diesel multiple unit comes onto the overhead wire electric line from Marple, soon afterwards followed by the Class 506 electric unit, both bound for Guide Bridge. The remains of dew-snap marshalling yards. Note the pneumatically controlled semaphores. And on to Guy Bridge. Guide Bridge East Junction. The non-electrified line to Staley Bridge forks away to the right at this triangular junction. A DMU from Marple passes some of the few remaining survivors of great central pneumatically operated semaphore signals. Guide Bridge Station. At the east end of the platform is Ashton Junction Box, and a diesel multiple unit from Staley Bridge enters the station and departs around the curve at Stockport Junction on the non-electrified line to Stockport. Gorton Station, now just a bus shelter, but what memories are evoked by the name Gorton to those who remember the steam locomotive and the part it played in Britain's industrial past. Not a Crossley, but an English electric engine in a Class 37. Ardwick Junction. The Class 506 unit comes into Manchester Piccadilly alongside the main line to Crewe and Stafford. Platforms 1 to 4 are wired for 1500 volt DC stock. The Class 506 Manchester-Glossop-Hadfield 3-car set comes into platform 4.
The train at platform 4 is a 1500-hour service for Hadfield, calling Dashberries, Gorton, Fairfield, Guidebridge, Hyde North, Newton, Godley, Hattersley, Broadbottom, Dinting and Glossop. Passengers for stations 2 Newell Central change at Hyde North. Platform 4 for the 1500-hour service for Hadfield.